Hi everybody, today we're going to learn about the volume of pyramids and cones. Here are your essential questions. What's the relationship between the volume of a prism and a pyramid? And then also, what's the relationship between the volume of a cylinder and a cone? Let's take a look at a little comparison between pyramids and prisms first. On the left, you'll see with a little blue underline, those are all your prisms. And on the right are all your cones. So I guess I should have put this in a different order. So one thing that is notable is that the pyramids all have one base and that the prisms all have two bases. That's probably the most important thing in terms of, for our purposes. Also, the pyramids have sides that are triangles, and the prisms have sides that are rectangles. If we look at the cone and the cylinder's here. So same thing, the cone has one base and the cylinder has two bases, both circles. All right, we're going to look at a short video right now. I want you to know about the video that in this video, the height and the base shape are the same. So if you look, as we're starting this, you have a prism that's a cube, and then you have a square pyramid. So the base is a square. And they're going to fill the prism by seeing how many pyramids worth of liquid it will hold. So far, the volume of one pyramid, two pyramids, three pyramids. It takes three pyramids in order to fill that one prism. So the prism is 3 times the volume of the pyramid, or the pyramid is 1/3 the volume of the prism. Here we're doing the same thing. This time it's a triangular prism. So you can see they both have bases that are triangles. Those are congruent triangles, and the heights of these two things are the same. That's key for this little experiment. So how many pyramids full of water do you think it's going to take to fill up that triangular prism? Let's find out. Sure enough, that is also 3. So far we're seeing the relationship between the prism and the pyramid. The prism holds 3 times as much as the pyramid. And finally we're looking at the cone and the cylinder. Again, they're the same height, and that base circle is the same size. So how many cones full of water do you think it's going to take to fill the cylinder? Okay, so let's use this information. We have already learned about a cylinder and a prism, that their volume is base area times height. Well, for a cone or a pyramid, it's just 1/3 of that. Remember, it took 3 cones to equal 1 cylinder. It took 3 pyramids to equal 1 prism. So to have a single cone is going to be 1/3 of that cylinder volume, and for pyramid volume is going to be 1/3 that prism volume. Okay, let's use this. So to find the volume of this cone, I'm going to base times height. Let's just put it as base times height over 3. That's probably a simpler way of writing this. That's the same as 1/3 base times height, or base times height divided by 3. Let's find the area of the base. So that the base is a circle. We have 3.14 times 3 for the radius squared. So 3.14, times 9 your calculator out. That's going to be 3.14 times 9 equals 28.26. I always like to do the estimate in my head, so it's about 9 times 3, about 27, a little more than 27. So this is reasonable. And then let's plug it in here. So now we know the base area is 28.26. The height is given to us as 6, and it's all divided by 3. Okay, you can go ahead and work this out. You could do a little canceling if you wanted first. I'm going to cancel here. 3 goes into 6 twice. So I'm just going to take 28.26 times 2, and that equals 56.52. And that is units cubed. So what's the volume of a cylinder with the same base and height? Well, that's going to be 3 times as much. So why recalculate the whole thing? Why not just say 3 times 56.52, which is going to give us 169.56 units cubed. So use that relationship here so you don't have to redo the entire problem. Let's try another one. So we're starting with the pyramid. So we know that volume should be the same as the volume of the prism divided by 3. And let's find the big B. So our big B is a rectangle, so it's going to be base times height of the rectangle. So that's 12 times 6, and that makes 72. Let's take that value and plug it in here. So 72 is the big B, area of our base, times the height. So the height of the pyramid is 15, all divided by 3. Again, I can't resist doing a little canceling. 3 goes into itself once, it goes into 15 5 times. So I'm just going to do 72 times 5, which is going to give us 360, and that is cubic feet. Well, what about if you had a rectangular prism with the same base and height? Wouldn't that just be 3 times as much? So let's just do 3 times 360. So times 3, and that gives us 1,080, and that's cubic feet. Okay, last one. Another find the volume of a pyramid. This time it's a triangular pyramid. So we know that the volume is going to be 1/3 base times height, or base times height over 3. Let's find that base area. So this time that base area is a triangle. And so we know that area of a triangle is base times height over 2. So the base of the triangle is 12. The height of the triangle is right here. It's 10. And that's all over 2. So I'm going to cancel the 12 and the 2. 2 goes into itself once, into 12 6 times. 6 times 10 is 60. Again, you don't have to do the canceling. You can just work it all out on the calculator. But sometimes I see that opportunity and it just makes it easier to do it in my head. So 60 is our base area times the height of the pyramid. Well, the height of the pyramid is here. It's 17. And that's all over 3. Again, can't resist it. I see a place to cancel. 3 goes into itself once. It goes into 60 20 times. And now I can do this in my head. This comes out to 340. And that's centimeters cubed. If we're going to find the volume of the triangular prism with the same base and height, I know that's just going to be 3 times as much. So 3 times 340 is going to be 1,020, and that's centimeters cubed. Okay, so go ahead and answer your essential question. Turn in your notes with your summary for your essential question. Should be just 2 sentences should do it for your summary for your essential question, 1 for each. And that'll be it. Thanks. Have a great day. Oh, and then you have a separate homework assignment to work.